Healthwise is being brought to you in part by Opelousas General Health System.
Hello and welcome to Healthwise. Joining us today is my special guest, Dr. Kerry Thibodeaux, surgeon with Opelousas Wound Treatment Center in Opelousas. Doc, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you ended up in Opelousas? How'd you end up, as a surgeon at Opelousas General, and how'd you get involved with the treatment center?
Well, I was born in St. Martinville and grew up there. And then my dad was a lab technician at the hospital in St. Martinville. When I was ready to start high school, he got a job in Arnaville at St. Francis Hospital there. And so we moved to Arnaville, the big town. and so I went to high school there, which was, it was a great experience. A little small school, small classes. We had some fabulous teachers. Coach Castile, Miss Han Diane, one of my favorite people in the world. And so growing up there was a great experience. And being affiliated with the hospital and with the surgeons that work there, like Dr. Bulla, Dr. Granger, Dr. Desatel. And because my dad worked there, I got to observe a lot. And then ultimately I was an orderly. My dad says, well, you want to be a doctor? I got a job for you. So nothing like starting out at the bottom to make you want to appreciate getting to the top.
Sure.
And once I finished high school, I went to Lafayette, to USL, go Cajuns. And it was a great time to be at USL from 78 to 82. 3 of those 4 years, it was voted the #1 party school in the world by Playboy magazine.
Oh, yeah.
So that was a lot of fun. I learned a lot, though. It was hard work, but we always found time to. And of course, our family was very poor. It's 6 of us, so I had to work my way through. So I had multiple jobs, but always managed to find time to have a little fun. And was very fortunate to get accepted to LSU Medical School. And even more fortunate to get accepted into their surgery training program, which to me is one of the best in the world. And so after I finished all that training, I was 30 years old and didn't have a job. Owed all kind of money, time to go to work.
Right.
So I had to get a real job at that point, and Dr. Buller was kind enough to offer me a position here. And Gary Keller, who was the administrator now, was the administrator then.
Back then.
And he really made me a sweetheart deal. And one of the things that was made clear at the time is that I wanted to do real general surgery, and including vascular surgery, because I did have a lot of vascular experience. And so, and in fact, this January marks my 20th year in private practice here in Opelousas.
Okay, well, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. We're going to be celebrating all year.
That's good.
Yeah, first of all, I didn't think I'd live this long, so I got a lot to celebrate. And so with that promise in mind that I'd be able to have a wide array of privileges and do vascular surgery, within a very short period of time, I was pretty busy, and there were a lot of patients with limb-threatening problems, either from wounds, diabetes, or vascular disease. And I found that by being able to revascularize those patients, that wasn't enough. We needed to have a multidisciplinary program designed and concentrating on limb salvage. And so in 1993, we opened up the Wound Center, and with the help of Dr. Hargroder, we were able to over the last 17 years, 18 years now, expand our services, take ownership, get the physicians more involved, expand the number of doctors, expand the staff, expand the space. We have 6 hyperbaric chambers. You've been there. That's one of the biggest centers in the South. And we have a separate outpatient clinic where we do an incredible volume. So we'll do about 1,000 wound care visits a month, and 300, 400, 500 hyperbaric treatments a month. And then we provide all the inpatient wound care services as well as outpatient. Do a lot of follow-ups. We take care of all the other surgeons' wound problems. The orthopedic surgeons in particular really take full advantage of that, because they'll see a lot of complex trauma on emergency call. And if they have wound problems, they're just not equipped in their office to take care of those complex problems, particularly with patients with potential infections. And you know, they're busy seeing patients that need surgery, not patients that have had it that are having problems.
Right.
And so by offering a service like ours where we can put a focused effort on those problems specifically, we relieve them of that burden so that they can see more people who are trying to get to the operating room. And some other things have come out of that. I've been able to do a lot of clinical research. In fact, I just got another paper accepted for publication in the Wounds Journal. So we're pretty excited about that. That way I can dabble in training. You know, we have a wound training program on Mondays. You've seen us do that.
Right.
We do research. And all of that being done right here in Opelousas.
Little Opelousas.
And we lead the way in the use of several advanced technologies like Apograph, and we're able to publish that experience so that others can benefit from our experience. And you know, one of the most fun things I do actually is train people how to do wound care. And so people come from all over every Monday, and we walk them through the program and show them how we do it, and see patients with them, and then I can educate them on some of the science and physiology of wound healing, and answer all their questions, and then help them be better wound care professionals when they go back home. So over the last several years, we've been able to help educate thousands of people to provide better wound care services.
Wow. And like I said, that I see it in action all the time because I'm always up there, and I see, you know, y'all just, man, like a beehive up there. I mean, just nonstop people coming in for wound care, you know, not only the hyperbarics, but the wound, you know, wound treatment itself. Doc, we're going to talk a little bit more about this after we take a break from our sponsors.